food stolen by soldiers. So they decided to hide their food. So the firefighters hid their corn. The farmers hid their carrots. The pilots hid their onion. And the wizard hid their broccoli. And the queen hid her tomato. Anyway. And just then, the soldiers came home from war. They were very tired and very hungry. And they came to the first house, the house of the firefighters. They came to the first house of the firefighters. And they knocked on the door. And the firefighters said, and they slammed the door in the soldiers' faces. So they went to the farmer's house, and they knocked on the door. And they slammed the door in the face. So the soldiers went to the house of the pilots and knocked on the door. And the pilot said,
"What do you want?"
So the soldiers walked to the house of the wizards. The soldiers walked to the house of the wizards. And they knocked on the door of the house of the wizards. Oh, they had no food, so they had to walk on to the house of the queen. And they said, and the queen said,
"No."
Right now, what is happening here? So the queen slammed the door in their faces. So the soldiers said, and they went to the center of town, and they built a fire, and they put their pot on top, and they filled it with water. And then the soldier said, and then she put it in, and they started to sing. And the townspeople gathered round, and they said,
You cannot do better. So,
and the soldiers just smiled and stirred the soup.
You cannot.
And then they tasted it. And they said, if only they had some corn. So the farmer went and found the corn where she had hidden it. Go get your corn. Where's the corn? Go get it. She remembered. She knew she had some hidden away. So she went to find it. And she brought it and put it in the pot. It started smoking, and the soldiers stirred and tasted. Ava, listen for my words. And the soldiers stirred the soup and tasted it, and then they said, it's only green.
Some tomatoes. We have some tomatoes.
So who had the tomatoes?
Me.
Oh, go get it. The queen remembered. The queen remembered she had a tomato, and she ran home and got it, and took it, put it in the pot. And the soldiers stirred and tasted and said, oh, the wizard should have broccoli hidden away. She found it, brought it, chopped it up, and put it in the pot. And now the soldiers soldiers said,
Only if it has some onions. Onions.
the pilot knew. She knew where it was. Bryson. Oh, there comes the onion. It was so good. So they stirred, and then they said,
Only if it has like a green thing. Carrot.
so the farmers put the carrots in, and they stirred, and finally they said,
It's ready.
go home and get bowls.
Oh, did my roll?
Go home and get bowls. And the townspeople came back, and the soldiers fed all the people. And they ate and ate and ate until the soup was all gone.
There's the king. Not me.
Oh, Ava, this is for my book.
Down this road.
So when the soup was all gone, the soldiers and the townspeople stood up, and the soldiers took the stone and gave it to the queen, so that the town would always be able to make soup. And then the soldiers walked down the road on their way home, waving goodbye to their new friends. And the townspeople all said,
It was me.
come out and take a bow, please. Line up and take a bow. Gabrielle. Can you take a bow?
Yeah.